Ladies and gentlemen, we're in our exposition area, and now we'll start various presentations. You can come here and talk to representatives of companies. There are 20 different brands presented today, and most of these you will see on the screen. These will be available to see in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania online, and you can hear a bit from some brands. And let's start with Epson. And soon we will hear more about Epson's sustainability vision, and I will give the floor to Mantas, Epson representative. Please. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and it's very nice to hear you. It's very nice to participate here today. I would like to say thank you for the invitation. I'm Mantas Nemickas, responsible for business development in the Baltics, and I'd like to introduce Epson Sustainability Vision 2050. And let's start with the first slide. Our president of Epson Europe, and this is the phrase: in the future we'll face new challenges, but we know that with our people, our knowledge, imagination and technologies, our company will be able to successfully adapt and grow. Since 2017, we are responsibly looking at sustainability and presenting our reports. First things we want to underline are transparency, commitment to sustainability, and communication with clients and partners. This is what we want to talk to you about. Our message is here in the paper, and in 2021-2022 report, the main things were decarbonization of supply chain, especially when talking about transportation from Asia to Europe. We invested in cardboard recycling. This helped us when we receive cardboard from our suppliers, we recycle it and we add it to our packages. Pallet use optimization, we increased the size of our pallets and we decreased the logistical expenses and carbon emissions. We switched from air transportation to sea transportations, and we generated 6.8 million kilos less carbon emission. We are also using more and more hybrid and electric vehicles. Here's our goal is to have our car park emissions down to 150 grams per kilometer. Pandemic also encouraged us to move to a hybrid work model, which also helps us contribute to a more sustainable world. Our company committed to sustainability and social and corporate responsibility in 2008. You can see that in 2018 we had to review our plans because the United Nations changed their goals. They introduced SDG goals in 2015, Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 goals, and we're trying to adapt our vision to United Nations goals as well. In 2023, we entered a new era. Our offices, our factories are now working on renewable energy sources. In 2025, we want to review our goals to achieve the goals from the climate change conference, and we have our plans ready even till 2050. We have the goal to be independent from the fossil fuel and have negative carbon footprint to contribute to our future. Every company aims to invest into ESG. We are responsible to environment. We work on social responsibility and government. We have four main categories: climate change, social responsibility, governance, and leading in industry. As you can see in the slide, we look at its importance to our business vertically and its importance to the stakeholders horizontally. You can see that some of them are very important to both, for example, adapting to climate change and sustainability throughout supply chain. We have a clear vision, we review it every 3 to 4 years, and we move forward. Obviously, we contribute and we believe the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and our company really contributes to each of them. Epson Europe uses four main goals here: education, economic growth, responsible consumption and manufacturing, and climate change. Obviously, every company has certificates and recognitions, and we are moving in this direction a lot, and we present ourselves in larger conferences. We contribute to larger actions. For example, we have a RE100 certificate. We want to use renewable energy wherever we can. There's TCO certificate, highest sustainability certificate regarding products and their manufacturing. We have the Green Award from Datamaster for heat-free technology. These technologies don't use heating elements in printing. We also received an EcoVadis Platinum Award for 3 years in a row. It's being given only to 1% of companies in the market in our industry. This helps us achieve our client trust. Another important part, we are participating in a responsible business alliance. We add all their main methodics to our governance: people, health, safety, environment, and work ethics. Bureau Veritas has given us a certificate. We're the first manufacturer in the world who has a certificate that proves that us being committed and successfully achieving all sustainable development goals. This is no greenwashing. We were audited and we're really leading in the world because we're working hard on social responsibility and governance. Greenhouse gas is another part of our tasks. We have a lot of sustainable development goals trying to implement here. For example, lowering the greenhouse gas emissions. We can impact it directly by lowering the fuel consumption, indirectly by lowering energy consumption, and especially after switching to renewable energy. And the third part, indirectly, we switched to our to more ecologic car park. We are moving towards more hybrid and electric vehicles. We saved 80,000 kilos of carbon emissions last year. We also lowered our CO2 emissions, carbon emissions of our car park down to 100 grams per kilometer. Another important thing is sustainability throughout the whole supply chain. Sustainability is one of our drivers, and we really care about our employees to ensure their safety, their rights. It has to be closely related to sustainability. We optimized our distribution centers. We reuse 12,000 tons of cardboard every year. This means that we receive cardboard from our suppliers and we reuse it. Parcel optimization, we lower the amount of shipments and obviously lowered carbon emissions that way. We opened a warehouse in Africa and lowered carbon emissions as well, because instead of having to ship it through air transport to Europe and then to Africa, now we deliver it straight to Africa via ships. Sustainable printing, probably one of the most relevant and new things. We were the first in 2011 who created EcoTank printing activity, and more than 80% of EcoTank packaging is reused, recycled, and our printers are more than 50% more effective than Energy Star standard requires. As you probably noticed, there are visual solutions for events, for communications. We are talking about large events which produce a lot of carbon emissions. There's lighting, mapping needed, and everything uses large projectors. And what we created here, we created smaller projectors, which are now 70% smaller and 50% lighter, which obviously impacts the whole supply chain and storage. Textile dyeing is often uses a lot of water, but we have some technologies like Mona Lisa, which significantly reduce water consumption. This means that you can dye the textiles without having to clean a lot of water. We applied social responsibility principles. The main thing is our people who are working with us, and we value our diversity, our equality. We're working on mentoring programs. I participated in them myself. We're doing our best to ensure equality and responsibility. Employee improvement and well-being is also very important in our company. We have 24/7 available call lines that are assisting our workers, and I hope you found some information about Epson here. And our last project is New Horizons program. It started in 2019. It aims to educate young people about sustainable living. And the goal is to educate 10,000 people every year. We are now working in 6 largest countries in Europe, but we plan to add Lithuania among others in the future. We are also working on replanting forests, etc. I hope you have now some knowledge about Epson sustainability vision. I encourage you all to contribute to socially responsible business. Thank you.